There are plenty of visa categories in the UK to migrate and settle here, but you know which is my favorite and why? Well, it's called skilled worker visa, which is based on point-based system where you just need to collect 70 points. The number of skilled visa issued last year was over 267,000. This is nearly double than the 2019 statistics, and the Indians were the highest nationality who got the skilled worker visa route last year. It's hassle-free because once you get the job offer with certificate of sponsorship, you can apply for the visa straight away. You can also bring your dependents, your spouse and children under 18, and you can get ILR, which is permanent residency, in just 5 years for yourself and your family. You can also access, while on skilled worker visa, free healthcare and education for your kids. So if you want to know more details, make sure you stick with me till the end of this video. Quick intro, I am Yash Dubal, Managing Director at AY&J Solicitors. We are an SRA regulated legal 500 firm with over a decade in UK immigration, with multiple awards, serving 4,000 clients and having 1,200 stellar clients reviews. We are here to help you. So my today's agenda is to cover, there are 7 points. One is, what is the eligibility criteria? Number 2 is, what are the documents do you need? Number 3 is, how long can you stay on skilled worker visa? Number 4 is, how can you apply for skilled worker visa? Number 5 is, how long does it take to get the skilled worker visa? Number 6 is, how much does it cost? And the last and final is what you can and cannot do on skilled worker visa. So let's start with the agenda number 1. The eligibility criteria for skilled worker visa. First thing first, you need a job offer from a sponsor license holder employer. Currently, there are more than 90,000 companies has a sponsor license to offer you a job with sponsorship. You can download the list from the UK government website. Number 2 criteria, you must have a certificate of sponsorship, which is COS, from this employer. And number 3 requirement is your job role must be at the relevant level, which is RQF level 3. And don't be concerned because that covers large variety of jobs. You can have a full list which you can see on the UK government website about this occupation code. It's RQF level 3. It covers a wider range of job roles. So please not to worry too much about it. The 4th is, you must be paid minimum salary. It depends how much on the level of job you're doing or the type of job you're doing, but generally it's 25,600 per annum. The 5th criteria is knowledge of English. You will need to prove that you have English language proficiency by completing the English language test approved by the Home Office, such as IELTS. The way you can also satisfy this requirement is by having bachelor's or master's degree from a UK English speaking country, such as UK or USA. And if not, you can also get equivalency certificate from ECCTIS confirming that the degree is equivalent to UK bachelor's or master's. Now the bonus tip is, if you are coming from majority English speaking country, you don't need to do this test. Let's say if you are a national of USA, Australia, New Zealand, you don't need to do English language test. Now let's move on to agenda 2, which is the list of documents. Again, simple, straightforward. First thing first, you need certificate of sponsorship. Number 2, as I said earlier, it's a proof of English language test. Number 3 is your valid passport, and that's all about it. But there are additional documents that you might require is a proof of maintenance. What it means is you need to maintain minimum £1,270 for minimum 28 days, but alternatively your employer can also certify this maintenance. If they do, then you don't need to even maintain funds. Number 5 documents potentially is, you need criminal record certificate if you work in a specific industry or specific sector, or also you might need tuberculosis test if you are coming from specific country. How long can you stay in the UK? That's agenda 3. You can stay in the UK up to 5 years, total 5 years, and after that you could apply for ILR, which is permanent residency. Agenda number 4 is how to apply for this visa. It's very straightforward. Again, once you have the certificate of sponsorship, you go online, you can complete the application yourself, pay appropriate fees, and off you go. You may need to do, and you will need to do most likely, is biometric information, which you need to provide to the local center nearer to you overseas, or if you are in the UK, you can need to do it in the UK as well. How long does it take? Very straightforward again. Around 8 weeks if you are in the UK, 3 weeks if you are abroad, and you can apply up to 3 months in advance before your potential job start date. Agenda number 6, how much does it cost? It definitely varies how many years do you apply for, or whether you fall into shortage occupation or, but generally it's £719 to £1,500 depending on your circumstances. You pay a lower fees if your job job is on the shortage occupation list. You will be told how much you need to pay when you apply online. You need to pay also health surcharge, which is £624 per year. However, the surcharge is free for few categories like doctors, nurses, or healthcare staff. Final agenda number 7 is what you can and cannot do on skilled worker visa. So you cannot claim any public funds such as job seeker allowance or the state pension. You cannot change jobs unless you get a new employer with a new job offer and certificate of sponsorship. What you can do is, of course, you can work for the employer, prescribed hours and prescribed role. So this brings me to the end of this video. Thanks for watching the video till the end. And if you like this video, then you may want to check out my video on self-sponsorship, which might be here or here.